So let me be real with you, content creation has burned me out more of the times that I can count. But it also makes me feel real happy, even without the likes, the views, the money, or sometimes the engagement. So why do I keep showing up? So this video is all about having a burnt out with content creation, but I still show up despite of everything. So there are days that I always create content. I'm always tired, didn't even eat, or sometimes I don't have any sleep, or I'm packing orders, and it's really tiresome. But I still trying to, as much as possible, to create content so I can get some engagement, even though in return I don't get any of it. So sometimes it's just a pure luck, and I'm not even monetized yet, no YouTube paychecks or even big brand deals. And it feels like I'm shouting to the void sometimes, that somebody, hey, might notice me. I'm here trying to prove myself. And the algorithm, it doesn't care even though you're tired. But you know what keeps me going? I'll tell you what. It's the messages that I get from people like, I like this video. I like how wholesome are you sharing the behind the scenes while packing orders, even though you're a mom, and showing up every day. Or sometimes when a customer commented or did leave a nice review, hey, this journal, my friend really likes it, or I really need this journal and I really love it. So those things that I receive from you makes a really big difference, because that thing that keeps me keep going. So yeah, it can be exhausting even if you're not monetized yet. First, it brings your brand for the long game. Every post or video that you made every day, you are actually laying foundation for future opportunities that you might have, and someone might discover you even though you are not getting a lot of engagement. But later on, with sometimes the algorithm change. This is the good part. The algorithm change. Those old videos that you have, musics or songs that can be a trend in the future again, those videos that you have might get viral, and you wouldn't even know that probably might get discovered, or you'll get some orders from that video alone. Second is, you're building a real community. Yes, the pace about growing your Instagram account, your followers, is slow, or even the engagement itself, but it is growing. As long as you keep posting and you keep engaging. And remember, small audience are the real audience. Especially right now, Instagram is trying to filter out those bots or fake accounts who are not engaging to your Instagram account. So you might notice that there's a sudden decrease on your followers or engagements. It's because Instagram is currently working now on the algorithm and trying to push your videos or your posts to those people who are relevant enough that will watch those videos that you have or engage on the post that you have. Yeah, it doesn't matter even though you have a small audience, as long as they're engaging enough, because sometimes these people are more loyal and they can be your walking marketeers to market your products alone, and probably they can be your friends. Third is, social media became your own portfolio. So content creation itself, it became your own portfolio. You can actually add that to your resume or sometime to your website. It adds also credibility, especially whenever you are applying for a job. Your content creation can be your living resume itself. You don't need a real physical one. You just share the link of your profile and boom, voila. And also, you might not notice it, you are improving your skills without realizing it. This is the good part. Whenever you're making a content creation, of course, you always want to join the bandwagon, what's on the trend. So you keep searching on how to create this kind of effects or video or trends. And by this way, you are learning editing, storytelling, captions, or sometimes AI voiceovers. So many different types of how you can create your videos right now. And all of these things are monetizable in the long term, so don't you worry about that. And also, content creation, it creates a legacy. Your journey alone is documented. Probably, inshallah, my son might see this video. Hey, LD. So yeah, it's your legacy. And one day, probably if your son sees this, hey, that's my mom. My mom did that. It can be, so fulfilling. And, your child is so proud of you that you did that. You're taking care of them. That alone is already powerful and so fulfilling. Even though I know it's a lot of work, but try as much as possible to do it by yourself. But remember, of course, your happiness matters, and you're enjoying doing it and not being forced to. So when burnout hits really hard, these are the things that I usually do. I take intentional breaks without any guilt. Like, for example, I will not post for 2 days or 3 days, sometimes 5 days, as long as I can get a breather. Because for me, content creation for me is a fun thing for me, and it's not about every time for work. Like my husband says, as long as you're enjoying it, do it. But if you're already tired, stop for the meantime and then go back again. Because I always remind myself, done is better than perfect. Even though this video probably is not perfect as might you think, but at least I'm trying to create a video that probably might help you in the long run. I'm not the best person that you might hear about talking about content creation, or I'm not that knowledgeable of these things, but still I try as much as possible to share my experience and my knowledge with you, even though I'm not that perfect enough. Even though I'm just sitting right now on the floor, it's not even that perfect like others who has a good quiet setup. And sometimes I just create for me and I just don't even post it. Like, I just put in everything in my phone and let me just document what my life is, so later on my son, or inshallah my future kids, will see it. So to all small creators out there, you are not alone, because we're actually building something beautiful post by post. Even if the world don't see it, just keep going. Your people, the right people, will find you later on. So until then, create with love and passion, and not just for the algorithm or for the money, but for the joy of it.